Hey there everyone, friendly Neighborhood Webhead here, and today I'm going to be talking to all about a theory regarding Marluxia who, as seen from the latest Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, will have a role to play in the final chapter of the Xehanort saga, as many of us already suspected. So then, the fact of the matter is that Marluxia seems to have some kind of, shady business going on, because, first of all, he doesn't have the yellow eyes or the pointy ears that one would associate with being a Seeker of Darkness, with being part of Xehanort's group. So, does this mean that Marluxia, or rather Lauriam, is acting on his own? Again trying to upstage Xehanort and his plans? Let's dive down into this theory. So then, to refresh the memory of anyone who's forgotten, or for people who aren't caught up to speed, Marluxia is a nobody from the original Organization 13 who, in the game Chain of Memories, went to Castle Oblivion and tried to stage a coup against the organization. And he was planning to lure in Sora and, essentially brainwash him to use him as a puppet against the organization. As we all know, Marluxia failed because Sora ended up defeating him. And many of us thought this would be the last time that we would see him, as he did not appear in any other game, from Chain of Memories onward, with the exception of Kingdom Hearts 2, but even then he appeared just like as an absent silhouette and, data version of the organization, as a secret boss fight. But yes, Marluxia, there's a lot going on around him, and, there's more to him than meets the eye. One theory that I always thought of in my mind is that maybe Marluxia was never actually a traitor at all. Now, I'm going to go on explaining about this in a simple manner. Okay, so what if Xehanort actually sent Marluxia to Castle Oblivion so he himself could see if there were any traitors amongst their midst, and that way he could pick which of the organization members he deemed were inadequate or did not meet up Xehanort's standards. And that way he could pick them off one by one. And since Sora was in Castle Oblivion, this would have also been a perfect opportunity for Marluxia to determine if Sora was to be a worthy vessel for Xehanort. Like, if Marluxia is not really a traitor to Xehanort, and if this was all simply a charade, a facade, well, I could see, Marluxia being one of the Seekers of Darkness. But since he does not have the yellow eyes or the pointy ears, I'm inclined to believe otherwise. And so, with the fact that he does not have his yellow eyes present, does this mean that the man we saw in the recent Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer is Lauriam, Marluxia's whole person? Like, for those of you who don't know, in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which is, the mobile device game of Kingdom Hearts, and yes, it plays an important part in the story because, it's in the age of fairy tales, but anyways, I'm going away from the point. But yes, in Union Cross, a character named Lauriam was introduced, and he looks exactly like Marluxia, only a little bit younger. And obviously, well, Lauriam, if you rearrange the letters and add an X, makes for Marluxia. So, Lauriam is from the age of fairy tales. So, maybe the person we're seeing here is Lauriam? And so, how is it that he's here in this time period when he was from the age of fairy tales so long ago? My guess, and what would probably be the most logical thing to think about in this aspect, is that perhaps Lauriam did something in Union Cross, something that we have yet to see, and maybe he ends up being cast into the Realm of Darkness, or he ends up there accidentally, I don't know. And remember, the Realm of Darkness has a different flow of time than, the Realm of Light, as evidenced by Aqua. Because Aqua, while she was in the Realm of Darkness, 10 whole years passed in the Realm of Light, and to her it only seemed like moments. So, if it was 10 years just for Aqua, and it wasn't as if nothing ever happened, then what's to say that Lauriam didn't go through the same thing? Maybe he was stuck in the Realm of Darkness, and through some reasons unknown, he may have been able to find a way back to the Realm of Light, only to notice that the Age of Fairy Tales was long gone, and the world had been reformed to what it was now. So then, going by that, it means that Lauriam probably came back into the Realm of Light, and afterwards he became Marluxia. And when Sora defeated Marluxia, Lauriam returned. So maybe we're actually seeing Lauriam here, and that would explain why he does not have the yellow eyes. And, well, since Xehanort had said that all the other versions of him that were there were from different points in time, that means that Lauriam as a person was reconstructed, but he's not, from a misplaced time period, because that would be Marluxia. So, it's very mysterious, and with that bit that he said about the only true organization, could he be possibly saying that he has a group that is separate from Xehanort's organization, and that it's comprised of all the others that did not qualify to be Seekers, such as Demix, Luke Sword, and Larxene, and all of those? Well, it's very interesting to think about. And if this is indeed another faction that's against Sora and company, they have their work cut out for them, because not only do they have to deal with the Seekers of Darkness, they'd have to deal with Marluxia's potential other organization with the addition of Maleficent and Pete. So it's a pretty grand threat, if you ask. And one would have to wonder that maybe in Kingdom Hearts 3 we'll get a little bit more of insight with Lauriam, and maybe he'll explain a bit of where he was from, and maybe he might even be the person to jog Ventus's memory, so that Ventus can be able to remember that he was actually from the Age of Fairy Tales as well. There's a lot of possibilities when it comes to Marluxia/Lauriam, and I'm really excited to see what role he's going to play. But given the fact that he's there, something big is up, and I'm just really excited. But anyways, what about all of you? What do you think Marluxia's place, or Lauriam's place, is in Kingdom Hearts 3? Do you think he's a Seeker of Darkness? Do you think he's striking out on his own? Well, whatever you think, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. But anyways, this has been Friendly Neighborhood Webhead, signing out.